are now in the deep end of horror. Shockwaves. Once they were almost human.
You mean to say that what we all saw out there is just a mirage?
It was a minor underwater disturbance, with a hot sky acting on a cold current coming from a mile down below.
Something unknown, something unforeseen, something unspeakable lives below, and it lives to destroy. They have risen.
We created the perfect soldier from cheap hoodlums and thugs, in a good number of pathological murderers and sadists as well. We called them the Toten Corps, the Death Corps. Creatures more horrible than any you can imagine.
From beyond the dead, from beneath the living, from the depths of hell's ocean, everything they touch will die in the deep. Shockwaves.
Give me the flashlight.
And we'll be left with nothing but that oil lamp.
You don't need it. I need all the help I can get out there. Now let me have it.
Starring the masters of shock, John Carradine and Peter Cushing.
You are indeed very stupid. Now it is too late.
Now, the total horror has begun. Now, there is no way out. Now, the ocean becomes a graveyard. The faster you run, the quicker you die. Because once they were almost human. Shockwaves, the deep end of horror.
Das Gebot ihres Herzens nicht hergerufen hat, als das Gebot ihrer Treue. Es würde ein Frevel sein, wenn wir jemals sinken ließen, was mit so viel Arbeit, so viel Sorgen, so viel Opfer und so viel Not erkämpft und errungen werden musste. Man kann nicht dem untreu werden, was einem ganzen Leben Inhalt, Sinn und Zweck gegeben hat. Es wird nicht so etwas aus nichts, wenn diesem Erde nicht ein großer Befehl zugrunde liegt. Und den Befehl gab uns kein irdischer Vorgesetzter, den gab uns der Gott, der unser Volk geschaffen hat.
Guten Tag, meine Herren.
Guten Tag. Good afternoon.
Can you tell me what you're doing in this area? It's restricted. 2 hikers were murdered on this very spot last year by terrorists. I'll have to ask you to leave.
We have special permission from Bond to remain here. Master Sergeant Orville Friedman, U.S. Army Graves Registration Service.
Kurt Schuller, Wehrmacht Archive Division.
Captain Flett.
Have a seat.
Border Patrol. Graves registration? War memorials? So, you're not tourists?
Tourists. We're looking for the remains of troops missing in action since World War II.
The Zweite Weltkrieg? But there was not one soldat in this part of Bavaria, German or American. Only a Nazi weather station. But they fled just before the occupation.
I think we can prove otherwise.
There were no battles fought here in 1944.
Where do you think this came from?
Well, there were hundreds left behind after the war. Anyone could have dropped it. A soldat on the way home.
We found an American machine gun yesterday.
Bandits. They've murdered a number of people around here in recent years.
The villagers insist that there was a battle fought here during the last war.
They also believe in the magic eye. This very grove is supposed to be infested with the living dead. Zombies, I believe you call them.
Zombie. Zombies.
Do you believe in zombies?
Nine. Do you?
Neither of us do. Hey. Though we do believe that part of a retreating Nazi SS battalion and an American chemical warfare unit ran into one another in these hills and fought it out to the last man.
They didn't fight battles out to the last man in World War II.
There are no survivors registered in either of the 2 units.
Mein Herrn, there were no battles fought here during World War II. You will find no bodies. There are only the zombie stories of poor, ignorant farmers and a few terrorists, maybe. Therefore, I suggest you confine your exploring to the daylight hours and spend your nights in town.
I see no reason why Schuler and I should be trucking back and forth every night. I think Schuler and I can handle any bandits that turn up.
Well, what about the zombies, huh?
Now, this proves that there was a battle fought here.
The record still states that there were no troops within 100 miles of this place.
Yeah. When I heard all those stories about zombie battles, I knew there was some truth behind them.
One skull doesn't mean anything.
I'll bet you a case of beer. We'll find 100 more within 24 hours.
Friedman. What if there were a battle fought here? And another Graves registration team had already accounted for the bodies.
We keep accurate records. They wouldn't have forgotten about this place.
Bandits, Friedman.
Cool it, Schuler. It's just thunder and lightning echoing off the hills.
That's a German machine gun.
Sounds like an air compressor to me.
I know a German machine gun when I hear it.
Yeah, don't tell me you believe that living dead bull.
If they're out there, we gotta make sure that they're resting in peace.
Well, that won't help you against zombies.
If they're out there and not dead, they will be shortly.
Well, if you run into any American ghosts, tell them they got a lot of back pay coming. Yeah.
Dort. Was seid ihr, ein paar Idioten? Ist das ein Maskenball oder was ist das?
I've warned them about bandits. Any tracks?
Only this.
One of these poor souls probably dropped it. I'll put it into the mail.
have a piece of puff for you. A minimum exposure assignment.
Minimum exposure. I've heard that before. Still walking around with a couple of slugs from the last minimum exposure assignment. What is this? World War III?
Would you believe it's World War II?
You're kidding. Okay. What have we got to do with the Graves registration team killed in Bavaria?
Nick, they don't matter. I want you to go down there and uncover a lead on Special Unit C, a chemical warfare outfit that they were looking for.
Why?
They were armed with Gamma 693, a lethal gas that the United States was going to experiment with on the Germans. Nick, Gamma 693 could be more destructive than any bomb.
I thought this was a minimum exposure assignment.
There's a biochemist flying into town who can deactivate the agent for you if you can find him.
Excellent. I never thought I'd ever get involved in a James Bond type caper. I thought you people didn't exist outside the world of novels.
Actually, Dr. Pratt, our work isn't as glamorous as you may think.
Nick, may I call you Nick? It is absolutely imperative that we retrieve that gas as soon as possible. The containers may start leaking any day now.
What happens then?
Well, the gas may be effective enough to kill 2 million people. Or, on the other hand, be perfectly harmless. I don't know what exactly. The scientist who developed it destroyed his notes and himself when he realized we were actually going to use the gas. I was his assistant back in '44.
1944? You don't look that old.
Thank you.
Poison gas, huh? No wonder they gave me this assignment.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. We have developed a deactivating foam.
And what if the stuff doesn't work?
Well, you didn't expect to live forever, did you?
It was written by a member of Special Unit C to his sister. So, take a careful look at it, will you, Nick?
Okay, it's dated last month and written with a ballpoint pen. Collins.
I know that, Nick. His sister received it last week. It was written by a man reported missing in action in 1945. The handwriting experts say it's authentic.
I'm supposed to buy that.
You have anything better to go on?
Collins, the next thing you're going to be telling me is that there's been an entire U.S. chemical warfare outfit hiding out up in the Alps for, what, 30 years?
God save us from the CIA. Nick, what are you doing in town? Starting World War III?
I'm finishing World War II.
There's no time for jokes, Nick.
Okay. Looking for deserters.
Deserters? Deserters from where?
U.S. Army.
Well, we have is some AWOLs.
I'm talking about World War II.
Germans?
GIs.
You must be kidding. Nick. World War II.
Hi, gang. Sorry I'm late.
This is a beautiful restaurant, Nick. You have impeccable taste. You're not as crude as your first impression would lead one to believe.
Glad you feel that way, Doc. Now why don't you drop dead?
Me? I'm going to live forever.
You know, you can run into a stiff one in Bavaria. Those terrorists aren't exactly hospitable. And you're just the kind of freak they'd like to do a number on.
Terrorists?
Yes.
You didn't tell me we'd be in any danger.
We?
Susan's coming along with us.
No.
I can't exist without her. Now let's get on to another subject, shall we?
It's very dangerous.
Dangerous?
She's going alone.
Doc, you don't want her up there.
It has been cleared through channels, Nick, all the way to the top.
Why?
Because they always bring a dumb blonde along on missions like this.
Who is they?
The movies.
Who's your friend?
I guess he's got eyes for you.
Oh, excuse me, my mind must have wandered.
Whew, some of the nuts you see.
I know the boy. We were in the army together.
You were in the army together?
Yeah, World War II.
World War II? Doc is not a day over 19. That's just what I needed, an absent-minded professor.
I think he'll surprise you when things get rough. He's totally without fear.
Are you his niece or are you his niece?
I don't get you.
I mean, are you really his niece or is that just his word for,
Uncle Clarence has been looking after me since my father got killed.
Killed?
Vietnam. I'm an army brat. Why? What did you think? My father was Uncle Clarence's younger brother. Besides, I'm not his type.
Quantity, not quality.
World War II? You must be kidding.
There has to be one.
There's thousands of German war veterans in the city, but a whole U.S. battalion. How long have you been in Munich?
A while.
And you should know better than to go looking for people the way you are.
Why?
They may find you first.
That's exactly what I want them to do.
Guten Abend.
You were talking about World War II.
And you just happened over here?
Deserters?
Americans.
That was a long time ago. I didn't know anybody would still be interested.
You are.
Me?
You followed me.
I followed you.
From the bar.
I followed you from the bar, but you couldn't talk there. A lot of strange characters.
What couldn't we talk about?
History.
I don't follow.
We were much better than you, Nick. It was fear who fouled things up. With the industrial might we have today, things could have been different. And it was the Jews. The Jews...
Stop it with the Jews. I'm looking for American deserters from World War II.
Sorry.
Why?
We have a group here in Bavaria that like to see things done in an old-fashioned manner.
And?
There may be another group with similar interest.
I'm looking for GIs.
This other group may contain GIs.
You mean it?
We would like to make contact with them, but so far they have remained, how you say, remote.
And see why.
Then a pooling of information would be mutually beneficial.
What have you got?
Rumors. What have you got?
List of names. See if you can nail one.
Where do we find you?
If you can find one of them, you can find me. They've all been missing for 30 years.
Where have you been for the last 3 days? May I remind you that we are here in Germany on an important scientific mission?
I've been putting things together.
We have to leave for the mountains immediately.
Not till after I've completed my research.
Research? There is a highly unstable corrosive chemical in a generating container somewhere out there. Now, when are we leaving for the Alps?
Herr Monroe?
When are we leaving for the Alps?
Soon. Even soon. See you around sometime, maybe.
I overslept.
Did the Bund meeting run over?
No, I had a dream. I was in my black SS uniform, riding on a white charger with a beautiful French Jewish strapped across the saddle, a blonde. I have a theory. Do you believe in ghosts?
Sheffield.
38 Vida Myers.
Sheffield.
38.
Sheffield.
38 Vida Myers Street.
What's so funny?
Good morning. Maybe you'd like a camera or a film? You know, we have the best prices here in Munich.
I brought in the camera here to be repaired some time ago.
You did?
Brighton. Made for use in the tropics.
You work for the company?
I want to see the local station boss.
No, the local station is closed down.
It's urgent.
No, the local station is closed down. Believe
Where
me.
is he?
Look, buddy, buzz off, huh?
I said, where is he? Huh? Where is he? Where?
Come on. Come on. All right. Number 7, Liga Strasse. Ask for the boss.
Thanks. I'll have to do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Hi. Mr. Sheffield in?
Who shall say is calling?
Nick Monroe.
Just a minute, please.
Yeah, can I help you?
Your father around?
My father?
Yeah, is he available?
No, not really.
Where is he?
He's back in the States.
Where in the States?
He's been dead a long time.
A GI?
Yeah, so what?
AWOL?
Hell no, I just live off base. What's up?
Never mind. Wrong man. Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
How long has he lived here, Sheffield?
What?
Wie lange hat hier gewohnt, Sheffield?
3 years.
Nein.
1, 2, 3. 30 years.
Wer möchte den Boss sehen?
Kommen Sie mit mir, bitte.
Where's the boss?
You will see the boss later. But in the meantime, I'll give you a nice girl.
There's no harm in looking.
This is my special girl for you.
Oh, she's very nice.
Sei nett zu ihm. Ja.
Yeah. Very pretty girl, aren't you? Yeah, very sweet. You really are pretty, aren't you? Yes, you are. And so you just stand over here for me, honey? Oh, that's very nice. You look wonderful. I just want to watch you undress, okay? Okay? I said, take it off. Come on, just this. Okay. Take it off nice and slow. That's a girl. Oh, that's very pretty. Okay, that's it. Very good. Your English is very good. Could I see your breasts now? Very nice breasts, don't you? Don't you have nice breasts? Yes, you do. Oh, that's very good. Would you turn around for me now? That's very pretty. Would you put your leg up and take your stocking off? You know, just, that's a girl. Oh, that's so pretty, honey. That's good, that's right. That's right, honey. Don't look at me, just don't look at me. That's right. Oh, that's so pretty, honey. I love it!
He could have lost an eye.
What was I supposed to do, put on a show for you? Is your job that boring?
It was until you shot up half of Munich.
You know I don't work that way. You sure it wasn't one of your guys?
If it was, he wouldn't have missed.
The whole thing sounds like a typical company screw-up.
Oh, come on, Nick.
Who was the guy that got hit in the kidney?
A local stoolie.
He had me onto something. What about the guy in the backyard?
I don't know anything about that.
Bashed his brains out. He's probably still laying there.
Well, then we ought to go take a look. Yes. Danke. What did you do to Krieg?
Twisted his arm a little.
Twisted his arm? The police say that someone killed him and ate him in the back of the camera store.
Let's go look at the other stiff.
You, planning to save him for breakfast?
This is where I laid him out this afternoon.
He isn't here now.
What is that, blood?
No, this isn't blood. Vegetable juice.
Vegetable juice.
And one of our operatives was, how shall I say, devoured.
Don't look at me.
What does all this have to do with our assignment?
Well, I've done a little reading, and would you gentlemen buy zombies?
Zombies.
Yeah, I did a term paper on them once in college.
Is that how you got your job?
Zombies do not devour human flesh. Ghouls do. And neither of them exists outside of fiction and folklore.
Beg to dispute that.
Even if they did exist, you wouldn't find one in a camera store.
Ah, camera stores. That seems like a perfectly logical hypothesis to me. Nobody else has come up with any other explanation this evening.
Well, the guy who got it in the camera store was dusted off in broad daylight.
Zombies, some zombies, relish the sunlight. And as far as I've read, they prefer heavy-set folks. It has something to do with the fact hunt.
Well, that makes it easy. All we got to do is stake out Bavarian Weight Watchers.
Why do I have to sit here and listen to this insipid repartee? I am a scientist. Let's get on with it, shall we?
He's right. We're here to find the gas.
This is a beautiful country.
You'll have to tell your friends all about it in the States.
To encourage tourism, I presume?
To come see the zombies.
Would you stop that insane zombie talk?
Sorry.
Bandits, yeah. Zombies? Nein.
Zombies. Let's have some dessert.
Mm. 10,000 calories.
Oh, you must. I baked it myself.
No.
I think he has designs on you.
Nick?
Please, I have a sweet tooth.
It's not bad, Doc. You're a man of many skills.
Thank you.
You've been in research since World War II?
34 years.
Doctor, impossible. You don't look that old.
Thank you.
How do you do it?
My diet. I eat anything that pleases me.
May I?
Please.
Delightful.
Where are you going?
For a walk.
I would not suggest a walk. The red terrorists are not very polite to women.
I won't mind.
He means you might be assaulted.
Rape's the more common word.
Right after dinner? They couldn't be that primitive.
I'll go with you.
To the John.
Bandits. The police should be more alert.
I'm not so sure.
Well, did you see your attacker?
It was dark, I'm not sure.
Not sure about what?
If it was human.
Human?
She's coming around.
Susan. Susan, did you see your attacker?
A zombie.
Are you sure?
His face was gray.
Well, perhaps it was mud to take away the glare.
Just like in the war movies, eh, Doc? Looks like a piece of World War II fatigue jacket to me. Rotted like it's been on a dead body for 30 years.
God damn it to hell, there are no such things as zombies. I'm gonna make sure there's a stronger guard put around here.
Cannot draw attention.
Wasn't a man, it was a thing.
A zombie?
I don't want to hear any more of this zombie drivel. Oh, well. That's what you get for bringing a woman along.
Nick, I saw it. It wasn't human.
Could have been bandit.
It kissed me.
Okay. Get some sleep, huh? I'll double up the guard.
Stay here.
Wasn't one zombie enough for you? Rise and shine, Doc. We got work to do. What's the matter?
It's just a touch of the fever.
You look terrible. Want to cancel the hunt for the gas?
Absolutely not.
Dieser Mission war wunderbar. Wir haben eine gute Reise. Und dann wir gehen nach Berlin und dann haben wir trinken.
Dr. Pratt isn't feeling well. See, he has somebody to look after him. I'm going to go prowl around on my own.
Better take the foam and protective clothing.
Not looking for gas.
Well, at least take this.
What's that for?
Local zombies. For a sick man, you still have not lost your touch at the stove.
It keeps my mind off things.
Don't worry about Nick. He can take care of himself.
But he's been gone.
All day. What's for dinner?
Roast chicken.
Did you find anything in the forest?
I hitched a ride into town.
Oh. And the zombies hanging out in town now? What were they doing? Watching a movie?
Oh, good job. You get many foreign businessmen in these parts?
You're lucky if you see one stranger a year around here.
Any Americans?
The one who was killed was the only American in this province since the war. Why?
I don't know, but you might be in for a tourist boom.
No zombies.
Uh-uh.
Well, who then is responsible for these murders?
Someone who doesn't want us snooping around here.
Foreign agents?
No. They don't work that way anymore.
Then who?
Maybe someone out to make a quick buck.
On what?
I don't know. No zombies?
If there are, the search for the gas is too important to let anyone or anything hold it up. Let's go.
I thought you were sick.
That was yesterday.
Hey, Doctor. What's the matter? You giving up already? Hey, Doctor. All right, come on. Let's call it a day.
No, the sooner we find that gas, the better.
Hey, Doctor.
over here!
Hi. Dr. Brown?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't you remember me?
Remember you?
Yeah.
Don't come any closer.
Think, Dr. Pratt. Kelly, sir. Special Unit C.
Welcome back, Doctor. Welcome back to the U.S. Army.
All right, Doc. You can tell me now you don't believe in zombies? All right, I'm going back out there. Can you get me a World War II outfit?
Yeah, Herr Monroe. What you need is to run into a couple of German Soldaten.
Don't joke, I may find them.
I thought you couldn't kill zombies.
Well, if I can't kill them, I'll join them.
Trying to get Tom over at John's post. I don't know what we're doing. Well, well, well. All quiet?
Yeah, the Nazis on plane tonight. Yeah.
Well, don't relax. It's their turn to go on the offensive.
It's our turn. Yeah, it's our turn. What do you mean,
Yeah,
their
it's
turn?
turn? No, it's their turn. What is it tonight?
It's our turn. He's been on leave too long.
Well, keep an eye out anyway.
That's supposed to be funny?
Hey, Lieutenant, how was your leave in Gay Paris?
Paris was expensive.
Hey, yeah, but the girls were terrific, huh?
I didn't go for the girls.
Oh, yeah, what'd you go for then?
I went for the cuisine.
Cuisine de la prostituti, that's what you went for.
Okay, guys, listen, knock it off. You do your ration of Gamma 693 tomorrow.
Lieutenant, how many canisters are left?
Not for a couple of 100 years, if you live that long.
Yeah, we'll live that long. I got a grandson older than I am now.
He looks better.
Susan?
I'm here.
Susan, there really are zombies.
You've had quite a shock. Just relax.
Oh, that feels so good.
Think about something else. Think about something real far away from here. Someplace warm. Like, think about the time right after Daddy was killed. Remember you took me to Atlantic City? Remember all the saltwater taffy we ate? Makes me thirsty just remembering it.
Me too.
Want a glass of water?
Yes, please.
Remember we were running up and down on the beach? Better? Uncle Clarence? What's the matter?
The gas. I've got to get the gas. It's almost too late!
Poor guys. Susan?
Oh, Uncle Clarence.
No, it's all right. It's all right. This is Uncle Clarence, yes. Stop. Listen, I'm not going to hurt you. You don't have to die. I don't have to die. No one has to die. Listen to me. Yes, this is your Uncle Clarence, the man who walked to the boardwalk with you. Now listen to me, please. Did he find the gas? Tell me that. That's all I want to know. Did he find... Listen to me! I am 77 years old. I should have been dead for 35 years now if it wasn't for the gas. Gamma 693 wasn't developed to destroy lives. It was developed to maintain them, to put the wounded in a state of suspended animation so they could be transported to the hospital. Listen to me, please! We have got to preserve our lives. We have got to do that. I know what death is. I was suffering from an incurable disease back in 1944. I stole just a little bit of the gas so that I might... No! Please, listen, you've got to listen to me. Please. I stole a little of the gas. The scientist who developed it discovered that. I had to kill him. I had to. Now listen! Then I burned his laboratory in hopes that it would look like an accident. Unfortunately, the formula burned in the fire. I didn't realize how unfortunate it was until a few days later when my flesh began to decay on my body. That's when I began to supplement my diet with human flesh in order to maintain a normal appearance. Yes, I killed Fleck! I'm a scientist. I have one of the most brilliant minds man has ever known. It is only right that they should have died that I might live. Tell me, did he find the gas? The gas! I want only a few more years. They won't share the secret with me. My friends from 44. All those men I knew, they think I destroyed the formula on purpose. But you know I didn't do it. I didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. No! No! Nick mustn't see me like this. You have to do anything, absolutely anything, to get him to tell you where those canisters are located. Do you understand anything?
Please!
Oh, my God, it may be too late. I'm falling apart already. Monty. Everyone's gone out of the camp. I'm hungry.
Oh, please!
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Uncle Clarence, I'll do anything!
I thought you had more strength of character than that! Nick! May I call you Nick?
Nick Monroe. You finally caught up with us.
Nick Monroe. We all admire your abilities. We have been observing you for weeks.
Thank you. Who am I addressing?
Colonel Orville Prescott, U.S. Army Chemical Corps, Special Unit C.
Zombies?
We find that word very distasteful.
It's daylight.
We can roam at any hour of the day or night. We prefer to have our men sleep during the day to conserve our supply of gamma-693, until, of course, we can build facilities to duplicate the formula.
What about the battles?
It keeps our men from boredom.
Why were you hiding out up here?
It would have been foolish of us to return to civilization as the living dead, to be mocked and to be experimented on. So, we decided to take our just revenge on the human race for being responsible for what we are. Half corpses and half vegetable.
You guys look normal? Human flesh again? Dr. Proud was one of you?
No, we just recently learned he was with your group.
Dr. Proud must have killed thousands to retain his shape. I would say he was somewhat of an inhuman brute.
Inhuman? Where do you guys get your food?
I just started a stock farm with some captured villagers.
What is your answer, Nick? Will you join us?
No way.
Eternal life, Nick.
No way.
We zombies are destined to rule the universe. Everyone will beg us for the secret of defeating death. Atomic bombs, armies, disease. Nothing can stop us.
We, as rulers, will have anything we want to. There will be no more war, no more poverty.
Just butcher shops crammed with human flesh.
The world is overpopulated. What's the difference between some petty clerk living out a dull day-to-day existence with no future to speak of except a pension and death, and a steer on his way to the stockyards?
Will you join us?
You can't kill us, Nick. We're going to have to kill you. Then you'll be forced to join us.
It won't work, Nick. Nothing works.
Zombies dominating the world. Sure, Nick.
Collins, Gamma-693 is capable of suspending death almost indefinitely. And it can continuously recreate a corpse into a functioning humanoid form.
Bull!
But Collins, I'm telling you...
Don't butt me! I just hope the press hasn't gotten wind of this drivel. There is no such thing as zombies. Have you seen Susan lately?
She went back about an hour ago.
That's strange. I didn't pass her on the road.
Oh, she may have stopped someplace for a bite.
An diesem Abend, in jeder Stunde, an jedem Tag.